So in the last video I went through is how to sterilise the equipment. So we've hopefully got all our equipment sterilised, and we taught mums how to sterilise the equipment before actually setting up on the pump. So the other thing just to point out is that actually, she can leave the stuff overnight in the drawers and then come back and that's fresh to use the next day. Okay, so start with the equipment sterilised. We are going to point out that you don't sterilise the connectors. Really important that we don't, but if you drop them on the floor, just wipe them clean. To open it up, we're going to open it up here, and then click it on here, and we're going to click it on here. And it's really important with these actual cap bits that you really make sure that it's pressed down. Sometimes people come to me and say, Janine, the suction's not working, I need a new pack. And actually all it is that these two domes have not been lined up correctly and not pressed down enough. So it's really making sure within the indentation bits at the top that they've been lined up correctly and that the dome bits have been pressed down. Okay, now I'm pretty much, majority of you on the training know about using the CTG belt. So set them up with a CTG belt, and it's about fastening at the front. Okay, I've seen so many different variations over this over the last 2 years, with people using the button that comes with it, fastening it at the back. Someone did like a cross cradle thing. Honestly, I've seen all sorts of variations, but it's very important that we tell parents, look, it's about fastening it around the front, okay, and tying a tight knot here. And again, it doesn't matter where these mums are, they could be down here, it's working around here. Okay, so once we've got these bits, then I need them to cut a good hole in the actual where the nipple's going to be. Sometimes I've seen people ripping the CTG belts, very, very small holes to just the end of the nipples coming out. But this is very, very important that we actually set it up so that we cut the holes so that actually you can see the nipple's going to be going in and out of that funnel. Okay. And again, line it up where people's nipples are, because sometimes I see people bringing the nipples forward here and line them up here when actually the angle of the dangle's here, so the funnels need to be here. If I've got a big breasted lady, then I often get my rolled up towel and I roll it underneath, so actually it lifts it forward so I can get the actual connections in place, because otherwise they're down here and the milk's falling out. So again, just think about the placement of how you're setting that mum up. So you might be a mum that needs a roll underneath. It's not just about position and attachment of the breast that we use the rolls, it might be also for actually getting these mums on the pump. Okay, so she knows how to set these in play. We've got it all connected up. I always drop something on the floor in my training. Those of you that have been through my training before, obviously I'd have to re-sterilise that all if I wasn't demonstrating. Okay, so I've got that all in play. Okay, so set her all up. Previous videos I've talked about hand expressing, okay? So this is, if you're meeting this mum for the first time, then you're going to check about hand expressing at this point. So get it all set up to start off with, and then we're going to start exactly the same. We start with all expressions. We're going to start with that nice gentle massage all the way around, yeah? So it's really, really important. So, if you're meeting mum for the first time on day 2 and setting her on the pump, that you're going to be checking out that she actually knows how to do nice gentle hand massage. Yeah, she might need to be doing a little bit of nipple tweaking at the same time as well as that, to set that all up, okay? And she's going to do that for a couple of minutes. If there's some milk there, it's because actually the tactile touch stimulated, the milk's there, she can go on the pump. But if the milk's not there, then she just needs to do a tiny bit of hand expressing. And again, this is a point at which you check her hand expressing out to make sure that she knows how to hand express correct. We need a little bit of hand expressing, just to make sure some milk at the end there. So I'm not talking about making it drip out loads and loads and loads, I'm just bringing that milk to the surface, okay? Mums need to know why. That hand expressing, really with that tactile touch, speeds the whole process up, yeah? Now, for some of our mums, they've really not been doing much hand expressing at all, and this is day 2 we're talking about, but they also, they've got a slow supply coming in for lots and lots of complicated reasons, so they often have to do quite a lot of hand expressing at the start to switch on that supply, okay, which is really, really important. But still, that's still far superior to do that hand expressing at the beginning than jumping straight on a pump. What I will say is some units are starting mums off actually with lots and lots of massage and hand expressing and going straight on the pump from the first expression they do. That might be something that we bring into play in the future as practices and actually studies show whether this has a great effect. What I would say is actually the power of the massage and the hand expressing is still really, really important, and those mums that do start off the pump straight away, you're still missing those tiny drops often. It gets caught in all the funnels and the process of them. So actually the tactile touch and the hand expressing with the syringe is really good at getting those tiny drops off. And at the moment that's our current practice. So we're doing 48 hours of nice gentle massage and hand expressing, and then from day 2 onwards we're going to go on the pump. For mums that it's pouring out of them from day 1, for lots of different reasons, and they're filling up lots of syringes, then they can go on a pump early. I get some mums occasionally that say, no way Jose, I'm not willing to hand express, but I'm willing to give the pump a go. Again, for those mums, I am going to put them on the pump, I'm not going to refuse that, but I am going to try and teach them, encourage them about the lovely massage and how that can help. But I'm also going to teach her about hand expressing and hope that she's going to do that. I get some mums on ITU, and really sick mums, they've got cannulas in both arms, are strapped up, fingers have all swollen because of that poorly. They're physically not able to do the hand expressing, but somebody might be able to sit there and hold a pump in place. So again, there's certain situations where putting a woman onto a pump early is absolutely valid.